katika upande wa Harambee Starlets. Anedi Kundu,
magoti chini tu, wengi wakiomba sala tofauti. Tuone, tazama, Anedi Kundu alisoma kwa uzuri sana na kuweza kuokoa penalti yake. Shalin Meyong Menene
amejituma sana, maana yake ilikuwa ni ya juu, lakini akahakikisha kwamba ameweza kusave. Amejituma sana Anedi Kundu. Wacha tuone basi itakuwaje. Violet na Njala Wanyonyi akienda kupiga penalti ya pili ya Harambee Starlets. Violet akimtizama Bihina. Raisi amefunga, Raisi Violet Mandala, bao moja kwa faida ya Harambee Starlets.
Mpira unajaa Sodoma. Goalkeeper tayari yupo Gomora. Mchezaji huyu Violet Wanyonyi na Njala piga penalti maridadi sana. Hii ni penalti ya kuchukua deni kule benki. Haya, zamu yake mchezaji Toko Njoya, piga soka yake kule Cameroon ndani ya klabu ya Eclair.
Anedi Kundu,
penalti yao ya tatu.
Naam, penalti ya tatu kwa faida ya Indomitable Lionesses. Kazi ipo, manake tunavyoongea Kenya wamepoteza moja na pia bado Cameroon wamepoteza moja. Wamefunga moja wakafunga moja, so tuko sare.
Haya, Anedi Kundu. Naam. Tuone kama ataweza kuokoa kwa mara ya pili. Ametisha Anedi Kundu. Tia tulinye roof pale.
Hiyo kwa ngumu sana katika penalti, ikiwa mchezaji akapiga kwenye roof basi hesabu hilo ni bao tu.
Penalti nzuri ameweza kupiga mchezaji huyo Toko Njoya, kiwa wanafunga penalti yao ya pili.
Penalti ya tatu itapigwa naye mfungaji wa bao la leo Cynthia Shiloto, akisogea kwenye mpira. Huyo ni Cynthia Shiloto, anoshika mpira huo, anautizama, anauongelesha. Atafanya nini? Cynthia Shiloto, mfungaji wa bao la leo.
Cynthia Shiloto Musu na mwamuzi wakati Maria Pakita. Mchezaji wa kwanza kupiga penalti ni Naomi Eto, ikiwa namtishia goalkeeper Anedi Kundu. Kwa hivyo penalti ya kwanza, Naomi funga penalti ya kwanza licha
John Ogola and again tries to bring a cross in, but the power behind the ball was too much and it goes out for a goal kick. Kenya attacking from the left flank.
Yeah, I think they have seen some kind of highway coming in from Agogue in jersey number 3 for Cameroon. They think there is a way they can bring in crosses from the left, and they have been attacking that left flank since the first minute.
Zoo. A long punt forward into the path of Tanzau Ange, the top scorer in the qualifiers. Ange, good clearance from Ochaka Elizabeth as they try to find their number 17 Alima Imbachi in the midfield. Oh, it's a good matchup. Okumu, long throw. Looks like it didn't hit anybody, but the throw goes out. Will be retaken. The second assistant referee feels that the ball did not enter the pitch. Therefore, the throw-in will definitely be retaken. And I'm not sure what the baby lionesses have eaten today. I'm not sure whether they took the bitter leaf stew with groundnuts, they popularly call as ndole, or maybe the leafy green dish with waterloo and spinach, eaten with garu or fufu. They popularly refer to it as eru. Brown will wait as they progress through the midfield. On the left, intercepted by Ochaka Elizabeth, donning jersey number 13 today for the junior Starlets. As the captain herself, Halima Imbachi, tries to battle it out. A quick 1-2, Jangu Atuba, and there is a throw-in after Lorraine Ilavonga, one of the center backs playing alongside Ochaka Elizabeth, who plies her trade with Kenya Police Bullets. Midfield. Zua. Back to Tiwa. And the shot from a distance. Looks like the second assistant referee, Amukulu Olivia, saw something else, and there is an infringement against the Kenyan ladies.
Yeah, I think during the control there, Gong touched the ball with her arm, I guess. So in the 10th minute, there was a handball in the center of the Kenyan girls' Starlets defense. Thus,
again, another throw-in on the left-hand side by Okumu. Most of the attacks from the Kenyan side looks like they're being launched on the left-hand side of the attack, with Okumu, who is flying a trade on the left back, being a Peruvian campaigner in as far as the Kenyan attack is concerned. Both teams have put out a 4-4-2 with 4 players in the middle, 4 players at the back, and 2 sharp players at the top. Tiwa Melong into the midfield, denied Ngalimbinda. Again, received by one of the most industrious players. A through pass to Brenda Cheng. Brenda! Oh, what a pass from the midfield by Halima Imbachi to Brenda Cheng, with only the goalkeeper to beat. She blasts the ball onto the crossbar in an event where everybody feels that that ball should have been heading to the goal.
that was definitely a big mistake from the Cameroonians that gave Halima the chance to ball over to Brenda, but I think she took too long to take the shot.
Well, it's nerves at this particular level. There's only one thing in common, that both teams are looking for that slot to be able to get to the World Cup in the 2025 that will be held in Morocco. And therefore, you expect that the young girls will definitely be nervous because of this very important match indeed. Halima Mbachi again onto the left-hand side, where Okumu is playing as a wing-back and not necessarily as an offensive player. Back to the captain, Halima Mbachi. It's a good one, Mbachi. Again, really did not hit the target. And clearly, the left-hand side doing a lot of damage to the Cameroonian baby lionesses.
Yes, Jean Dena Agogwe not really being able to get a hold of Brenda Acheng and Valencia Angela.
Wendinde. The long punt looking for Tiwa Melong. Denied again by Ochaka Elizabeth. Into the midfield. Still, the Cameroonians on the ball, trying to find a way of outflanking the midfield that has been put up by Halima Mbachi and Bakari Mwanakombe. Short pass. Edna Nasifondi. Again, another good run by John Ogola. And this time round, brought down just at the nick of time by Wedin Dare, who is playing a very solid role in the center of that Cameroonian baby lioness defense line. Throw-in, intercepted. It's a battle of the midfield. Again, the ball goes out this time of the Kenyan player, and a sigh of relief from the baby lioness. Ngasa. Well, 14 minutes gone on the clock. If you're joining us from wherever you're joining us, it is the qualifying round. It's the final qualifying round of the 2025 World Cup Under-17 women between the host Kenya, the Harambee Junior Starlets, and the Cameroon Baby Lioness. I'll talk of Avire, Velma Avire from Uyeta Girls. she's literally not considered a goal in the last 5 qualifying rounds of this campaign.
Yes, and she's not lost a match in 8 games. She has had 6 victories and 2 draws in international matches against Burundi, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Morocco, and she has only conceded 1 goal.
Solid defense by the junior Starlets as they launch another attack through Okumu on the left-hand side. It's a long punt on the right, looking for Edna Nasipondi. Edna Nasipondi. Still Edna Nasipondi. Again, the midfield maestro counts in to check in Bakari Manakombo. Manakombo, one of the most industrious players from Ukunda. She flies a trade with Diani Queens in Ukunda. And she's still in school with Mwaroni Junior Secondary as they try to launch another attack on the left. Again, a lot of work that is being done by Zua on the right-hand side of that defense. She's really been the go-to person in as far as Baby Lionesses is concerned.
Yeah, and they're really suffering in terms of defensive work. They are coming in from Valencia, Angela, Brenda Cheng, Edna Sipondi, Joanna Gola, really terrorizing the defense of the Baby Lionesses. It's only a matter of time before we see a goal here, because it looks like it's just a matter of when, not if.
Well, the Cameroonians are not taking any chances against the Kenya Junior Starlets as the two sides prepare to fight for a slot for the World Cup qualifiers that will be held in April 25th in Morocco. It's another throw-in. Again, the person to go and throw this one is the lady from the Kenya Police Bullets, Ochaka Elizabeth. I'm sure that she is a long thrower. Actually, it's a corner. The second corner for the national team as they found the long forward, and a good punt away from that corner by Mabu. She's really stood tall in that goal for the Baby Lioness for another throw-in by the Junior Starlets.
Yeah, it was a good float coming in from the right, and Jessica Mabu did very well to punch it away.
Genevieve with a long throw into the box. Cleared, intercepted by the captain Halima Imbachi. Again, poor pass. Received on the first touch by Tanzu Ange. Ange, the top scorer with 5 goals in these qualifiers today. One of the most industrious center forwards that the Cameroon national team is putting out here. She flies a straight with Bansu Sports Academy. Actually scored a hat-trick in the first leg against Egypt. And there she is again. Ange. Zu. With the ball inside there from Gali. It's a poor touch. Intercepted. Cleared. Not very far from Ngasa into the midfield. Again, good interception by Alima Imbachi, and she's brought down. And the referee, Nosiko Victoria Shangulia from Namibia, flashes a yellow card to the Cameroonian number 2, Ngasa. Halima Imbachi. Again, waiting for that long punt from the midfield by Imbachi. She tries to play the ball wide to look for Genevieve Michel, but there was too much power on the ball, and the ball rolls out for a throw-in. Ngasa, the youngster who has just gone into the referee's books with a yellow card. Gaza plays the ball back to Zu. Zu onto the right. Galibida into the midfield again. Back to the holding midfielder Wenjinde. Wenjinde onto the right. Galibida with a long punt forward. Intercepted by the long Ochak Elizabeth into the midfield. That's where the battle is. There's a long punt forward. Again, good clearance coming in from none other than Galimbida, who has stood very, very tall in that defense for the Lioness. And the Kenya team looking for Edna Nasipondi's speed. Edna, who scored a crucial goal against Uganda. Genevieve Michelle. Genevieve, still the ball is in play. It goes out this time round in favor of the Cameroonian Baby Lionesses. Mabu to the right, back to goalkeeper, trying to build from the back. Goalkeeper decides to go long into the midfield. Again, that is where the battle is, picked by Njongo Atuba. Still Njongo. Njongo to the left-hand side. Gasa intercepted. Again, Cameroon pushing more numbers up as we witness quite a number of fans who have thronged the stadium to try and give support to both sides. So some of them having traveled all the way from Yaoundé in Cameroon, and some coming in from the nearby town in Kenya, that is Western, to come and try and help out in support of the ladies in red. Again, ball goes out as we head into the 21st minute. The scoreline still at 0-0. If you're joining us, is the FIFA Under-17 World Cup qualifiers, and whichever team wins both legs will definitely be moving to the 2025 as the ball is flooded in, and it's a good one. It's a hard miss by Tansu Ange. The goalkeeper coming out, Velma Abwire from Uyeta Girls, with a header, the flash of a header from one Tiwa Melong Lees, player who has one goal to a credit so far. That's a huge miss, Kirumba.
That is a huge miss, and it's a miscalculation between the goalkeeper and the defender, Lorraine Ilavonga. They did not communicate properly, and they should have lost a goal. And I have noticed that the Cameroonians have begun to settle into the game, and that will pose a lot of danger for the junior starlets.
Absolutely. Valencia onto the left. Okumu with a long punt, looking for Edna Nasipondi. Good response from the centre back. Again, looks like Nasipondi was already in an offside position. Nasipondi scored a crucial goal against Uganda. Nasipondi herself, one of the right wingers formerly of Uyeta Girls, scored in the first leg of this qualifier against Uganda. Mabu, the goalkeeper, trying to invite the Kenyan forwards in order to be able to get the penetrating passes through the midfield onto the right. Big punt forward, looking for the industrious Tanzanu Ange. Again, received in the middle. The maestro herself, Zoom, onto the left-hand side, looking for